Ladies and gentlemen, please take a seat. The slaughter is in motion. Welcome to Celluloid Slaughter with your hosts, James and Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Jim.
Joe.
Liam. Good to see you as well.
Liam, always so happy to have you intro us and everything. One of these days we're gonna fix that so it's not over the phone quality though.
Yeah, we'll
we'll fly him down to the States and everything.
Yeah, we'll get an in-person visit from him.
Oh, that would be nice actually one day if that happened. That'd be cool.
It'd be a lot better and more convenient than doing it over the phone or over a Zoom conversation where he's sleeping at that hour of which we record. But one of these days, we the two of us are gonna have to do a Zoom podcast where I'll be in a separate location.
Joe, I refuse to use Zoom.
I've never used it
because I've not once used it since quarantine began. And I don't understand where it fucking came from.
It's a data mining device is what I'm aware of.
Oh, really?
I believe.
Fucking course.
I don't know.
But it came out of nowhere, though.
Yeah, just like a lot of things.
Like fucking Skype was forgotten all of a sudden. Like that. Skype's not good, but no. It's been here and it's been reliable. But literally the better version of both of them is Discord, which I keep telling you about. I don't think you know what it is, but it's just better.
I hear YouTubers, they refer to it.
Oh yeah, it's great for YouTubers to use and everything.
And the Internet Today guys, they have a Discord or something.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
Basically, anyone has their own Discord for their channel and stuff where people can go and talk to them personally through this app and everything.
Okay, I need to set up my own little podcast room instead of coming over here.
You want to borrow the rest of my foam mats?
I still got a few left. You can keep those.
I still have a pile of them left.
Yeah.
They're extremely cheap, surprisingly.
Where do you get them?
Amazon.
Oh.
Literally just type in a sound dampening mat and first option, 20 of them for maybe $10. Super cheap. No, $8 I think it was.
What you really need in this room is a sensory deprivation chamber. Yeah, you got a lot of room right over there.
No, what I need to do is I need to buy that super just dramatic mic dampening pad.
Yeah.
And then it'll just block off my face, but it'll be this is the clearest the audio could be. There's no background noise at all or anything.
Yeah. Well, another thing you need is a chamber to put this podcast in the shape of a pill, and it's gonna be red, and we can sit across from the table.
This audio only podcast.
Yes.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone. I realized I don't think I said welcome to the podcast.
No. We're just going on a little riff. I liked it.
But welcome to the podcast. I am James, and this is my co-host, Joe.
I'm going to respond to a text right now. I forgot to earlier, if you don't mind.
It's fine. Go ahead. But welcome back for another episode. And this one's going to be done a bit differently. So this beginning part here is going to be us talking about Falcon Winter Soldier and some new movie trailers and stuff. And then later on, you're going to hear us in a different audio type for Joe, mostly. Me, not that much, but where we talk about Mortal Kombat, the original one.
Okay, that's the one we're going to watch? All right.
I assumed you didn't want to watch 2, and I already had to rewatch it, and it is horrible.
Yeah.
It is painful.
Annihilation is just...
Quick fact about the guy who plays Shao Kahn in that one.
Okay.
He was one of the goons from the first Terminator, that with Bill Paxton.
Yeah. Okay.
He was the dumb looking one.
The dumb looking one. Not Bill Paxton with his he had a mohawk, right?
No, but Bill Paxton looked cool.
He also had a missing tooth.
Yeah, no, this is the guy that had just the sort of same hair as Arnold.
I think there's only 2 people that have been killed by a predator, a Terminator, and an alien. And it's Bill Paxton and Lance Hendrickson.
Hendrickson?
Yeah. I always seen the meme Bill Paxton, the only person to be killed by these 3. And I'm well, Lance Hendrickson was in Terminator. He was also...
But Bill Paxton was the only one killed by one of the monsters from The Edge of Tomorrow. Is that the name of the movie? Die, Live, Repeat?
Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
He was the only one killed by one of those aliens as well.
Like that matters. Those aliens had the really bad design, and
I liked the physical design, but like character-wise,
right?
They were the
it made
easiest
no sense
to kill.
It made no sense.
Why would we go on ground assaults ever?
That didn't make any sense. Then the whole
exoskeletons are cool. Why the fuck wouldn't we actually nuke them?
Then the whole time travel aspect, it was just nonsense, and you just gotta go with
time travel.
Well, you just gotta go with it. It's
right.
movie magic, and for them to try and re-explain it, like overanalyze it.
I like how
it's kind of like
time traveling at the end doesn't make sense though.
Yeah, well, it's like Palm Springs where they kind of overanalyze the time travel aspect instead of just leaving it up to the magic.
Oh, does that happen? I still haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I've been wanting to watch it.
It's really good.
I'm gonna watch it for the next episode and talk about it.
Yeah, it's
because I haven't seen it yet, but
that's a good one.
I'm really interested.
I haven't seen Happy Death Day 1 or 2.
Don't watch 2. It's not. It's.
You've seen
one.
The trailer.
One's all right.
Yeah.
One's pretty good. It's in Groundhog Day, but it's a horror movie, and it's interesting. But then 2, it's just.
One day we gotta watch all those Groundhog Day knockoffs.
Groundhog. You damn groundhog.
Yeah.
But to talk about it, we watched the new Falcon Winter Soldier episode.
Yeah. We watched
the immediate aftermath, which I texted you exactly what I was expecting to see and everything, because it would be like, you gotta pick up right where he killed him.
There's a moment where I stopped reading your text after they became paragraph form, and I was like, I'll just have this conversation with you in person.
I was so excited to talk about it because I'm like, this is garbage. This episode was not the best, and
it wrapped it up too quickly, and
everyone is too like wanting to say each episode is the better one and everything. They're too quick to say that, and they're like not actually looking at how this episode is like probably the worst out of them.
This one, like, the pacing was so strange. It felt like they really crammed episodes down into 6 episodes instead of like 9. Like,
yeah, I when I heard that there were only 2 more episodes left, I'm like, what the you gave WandaVision 9?
Because they believed in that show much more. They're like, it's a Falcon and Bucky show. Who gives a fuck?
And then there was me, who was more excited about this show than both WandaVision and Loki.
Well, I was excited about WandaVision more. And I was like, well, that seems really interesting. And this one just seems like, it's like, what the fuck is this going to be? Like,
yeah, but you know,
but once we got to the Captain America that we all deserved, we got the Captain America really deserves.
He is the embodiment of modern America.
Yes, he is the true America.
I gotta say, they changed him in this episode than how he was.
Yeah. He
all of a sudden became a whiny bitch.
Yeah. It's kind of like what they did the
I am Captain America.
Well, it's what they did to Kurt Russell in Death Proof. You think about that. I just thought that right now, but
you're telling me they're doing to Wyatt Russell what they did to Kurt Russell.
Yeah, they're doing what they did to his dad in Death Proof, where he was this badass until the moment where he gets hit and he gets started chased down the road. And
doesn't that movie
crying,
end on
like,
it?
What do you want? I just wanted to have a little fun.
Doesn't that movie end on like a freeze frame of the 3 girls kicking the shit out of him?
Yes, and I think one of them heel stomps his face, and then they jump in the air and it freeze frames.
You're simply the best.
It's perfect. It's probably my favorite Tarantino movie.
Oh shit! Is that a Tarantino movie?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, I completely forgot then. I didn't even remember that it was. By the way, because Joe did this to himself too early on, before we even began recording, here's a little ASMR.
I was trying to save the podcast some time this episode.
Disappointing.
Disappointing. But yeah, I was listening to a podcast where well, I didn't put it on, but someone else was listening to it. It's the Trisha Paytas was talking to the one guy that she does a show with.
Okay.
I'm like, I had no idea who these people were until like a few days ago. And I heard
Ethan Klein, I think his name is.
I guess, yeah, he has this gray like beard and.
Yeah, he. I know who they are. H3H3 and Trisha Paytas, the like mukbang YouTuber.
Sure.
Johnny watches them, so.
Oh God. So I was listening, and it was like in the background, and they talked about Tarantino and everything, and they're like, well, Death Proof doesn't really count as a movie. I'm like, yeah, it does.
Wait, every movie counts as a movie.
Well, for the 10 movies that he said he was going to make.
Oh, okay.
And what they kept doing wrong was they counted Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 as 2 separate movies.
Right, because aren't they supposed to be just one movie?
Yes. That's just Volume 1 and Volume 2. It's still Kill Bill.
Okay.
You know?
But then if you do that, then isn't it saying that each episode of Star Wars...
Well, they only did that so they could release it.
Right.
They just like Django would have been a 2-parter. They have...
Ooh, imagine Django was a 2-parter.
Well, yeah, that would have been really cool, but as just one long epic movie, I think it's a masterpiece alone, just like that. But imagine if there was an hour that they left in. Because originally, they were going to have Kevin Costner, who dropped out due to scheduling conflicts, and then they got Kurt Russell to play a character who was later replaced by Walton Goggins.
Oh, that was supposed to be Kurt Russell and...
It was 2 separate characters that they merged into one.
Oh.
And they condensed that. And I'm also imagining, well, if they have the extra hour, I know Walton has much more material we would have got to see. And that's why he got such a big role in Hateful Eight.
Dude, Walton is always great to see on screen. He's got a real good range to him. And I know it's like you think of him, you can only think of that type of character.
He gets typecast perfectly.
Right.
Like for what he's doing with I think with what's his name? Danny McBride?
Yeah.
On HBO, their TV series that they do, amazing work.
Oh my god, imagine if he was in Watchmen.
That'd be cool.
I think he would have been a good, like, if not who they got for Looking Glass,
yes.
Walton Goggins would have been a good choice.
Yes.
I was like, who could he replace? Well, obviously Looking Glass.
Yeah, I'm really glad that they got the, what's his face for the Looking Glass.
The guy from Holes.
Yeah, and...
sadly, that's the first place
We're brothers are out there, art thou.
The Incredible Hulk.
Yep.
Man, I can't wait for that character to return.
Yeah, then Tim Roth, it was the perfect super soldier, and I was thinking about it, I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah, no, Tim...
That's such a good precursor to this show.
Dude, imagine if they had brought in Tim Roth to be the U.S. agent. Out of nowhere, just like he's humanized and everything and become human again.
Yeah, if there's a way to, like, bring him back as a human...
I want them...
Like, it's just...
I know the point is that, like, he literally destroyed himself to the point that he can no longer revert to being who he was.
Yeah.
And that's what the Abomination is. But, like... What if he did become Tim Roth again?
Yeah.
What if we just got Tim Roth?
Yeah.
And then he can turn Hulk?
I almost feel like that would have been a better movie, like, if he never turned into a big monster.
What if we don't get Red Hulk and we just get Tim Roth coming back and doing that type of character as Abomination? But he can revert back to human.
I feel like Marvel is just going to go with the Red Hulk, so they don't have to keep hiring a William Hurt. How old is he?
I'm sorry, isn't... William Hurt, don't they de-age him for the Black Widow movie? Isn't that what happened in the trailer? Like, when I was looking it up for the podcast when I was editing it, I saw the picture like, why does he look fake?
Yeah.
Why does his face look wrong?
Yeah, I think they did, didn't they?
Like, they didn't fix the fact that his hair was thinning and going back more.
Yeah, he's always had, like, a hairline like that, but it was always thicker. Thinking back to the days of Body Heat.
Just get Tim Roth.
Speaking of William Hurt, one of my favorite roles he's ever done is Mr. Brooks with Kevin Costner and Demi Moore, where he plays the imaginary friend character of the serial killer. You've seen this movie. I showed it to you when you were little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where Dane Cook is in it. You don't like that movie?
I don't remember that movie, Joe.
Oh, it's so good. In a weird way, it's like...
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a point where there's this shootout in a hallway with Demi Moore and the villain. And you're like, wait, is this good or is this bad? The music starts playing and then the lights start flickering. I also think that was written by one of the guys that did Honey, I Shrunk the Kids as they were trying to experiment in serious movies.
We can make serious movies.
Yes, that's exactly what we said. Yeah, we could do that.
Honey, I Shrunk the Nuclear Bomb.
You should.
It's just an Oppenheimer biopic, but it has all the same cast.
That'd be good.
Imagine if that's who they got to play Oppenheimer.
You know, I was thinking. what was I thinking? It was Robin in the original Batman movie with
Chris
Adam
McDonnell?
West. Adam West.
Oh, that one.
Adam West.
Oh, that guy?
The guy that's Robin could be played by Rick Moranis young. Think about it. They look alike. He could have played him.
I, for the life of me, can't remember who Rick Moranis is. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, now I remember.
Yeah, I feel like
I was talking
he
about
would have been the perfect Robin, like young. Just his personality.
If they had made an updated version of it... Oh, God.
I'm doing everything I can not to talk about the episode.
Yeah, we're really straying away, but we have to talk about it, Joe.
All right.
They strip him of his title for killing one fucking person? So, after how many terrorists did they arrest who were aiding them, by the way?
I like how the audience that watches the show have been siding with Carly as if they're not the villains.
Oh my god, what redeeming qualities does Carly even have? In the newest episode, she's literally becoming more terrorist, and the guy's like, so this is what we're doing? She's like, this is what we have to do. What? I've seen a few people that are agreeing that Carly...
People really think that.
Carly is, like, that she has done nothing to be redeemable. I agree, like, with the people that have said that. Because what has she done?
What good? Nothing. She burned all those people alive in the building.
To get food to the other people, and then it immediately got shut down because of it?
That made no sense to me. Like, why am I supposed to care about this person?
I just can't help but look at that and then think, well, there's a reason they're keeping all that supplies in one building. Mm-hmm. Because if you give all of it away right away, then you have none left. You have to literally you have to disperse it in, like, little amounts so you're not, like, wasting it all right away while you wait to get more.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the original cut material...
The vaccine plot would have made her more redeemable.
Yeah.
Because it involved the lady that they, like, killed off, like, out of nowhere.
I think give a fuck. She's old. She could have died. She's in a foreign country. Come on. She was already on her deathbed.
By the way, they were in Latveria.
Latveria, yeah.
The home of Dr. Doom.
Yes. They
never said that, but apparently that's what it was.
But I think the cut material may have made it more...
I just want to say that is, like, a big thing to just not say anything about.
Yeah.
Apparently they filmed it in Scandinavia, by the way. That scene, they covered up all the signs of Latveria stuff, which is why people figured out that's where it was. But still, it's like, why didn't you, like, mention that? That's such a big plot point for Marvel.
They have the locations at the bottom. Did they not do that?
But say it.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, that would have...
Yeah, no, I know, but...
Yeah. I didn't notice if they did or not, but that would have been more like, come on.
The lady from Seinfeld shows up and she has a purple streak in her hair.
Jim, how dare you refer to Julia
I
Louise
couldn't give less of a shit.
Really?
She showed up.
Who is she?
She's this character called Integra from the comics who works with Nick Fury. But in this, she's very clearly a bad guy.
She's working for General Ross.
Right, and I saw somebody...
I don't know why they didn't just get General Ross to do the same thing he did at the end of Incredible Hulk with Iron Man at the bar. You saw that scene, right?
Yeah, no. I know that scene.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to figure out is why...
Was that a deleted ending?
No, that's in it.
Okay.
What's the fucking point of putting her here? If there's one more episode and we're probably going to get her in, like, probably maybe the last 5 minutes after Walker gets arrested, I'm going to guess. Like, what's the fucking point of her character? Her showing up? And by the way, of course, if you put an ultraviolet light on the card that she gave them, it's going to reveal a fucking phone number or some shit because she has the purple streak in her hair. I can already fucking tell. But that's what the thing is.
In her hair?
Her color theme is purple and black. It's going to be ultraviolet is how you figure out what's on the card. Because of fucking course. They can't be...
It's almost as if a magician handed you a card. Call me. Like he's trying to pick up chicks at the bar or whatever.
Walker has the calmest reaction that he's ever had to this all of a sudden, rather than being like how he normally is, where he's like, "What are you doing? Who are you? What do you want? Like, what the fuck's
I like the
on?
Walker that we got at the beginning, where he is struggling to become this image,
right?
This icon. and he has to deal with it. And
I say his reaction to them like ganging up on him was justified, because if Sam didn't fucking bring up the shield, he would have given himself up. We were literally seeing that in Sam's fucking selfishness for that shield. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm fine with Sam becoming Captain America, but
by this point,
he gave up the shield, and that was his choice. Yeah. But he can't be immediately like, okay, well, now you don't deserve it because you killed one person. Steve fucking murdered tons of people.
Yeah. I've
that have done less.
Over the past week or so since the episode 4, I've been getting into a lot of internet debates as I'm branded something in the comments after I defend this is our Captain America. John Walker's Captain America. The Marvel fanboys, they really get butthurt, and
people are really taking this show seriously.
They take me so seriously. I'm shitposting, and I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, I kind of believe it. Like, I'm defending a valid points.
No,
I find valid points in things I didn't think.
We're making valid points. We're not like saying like this is okay, but it's like there is justification to the actions of this fictional character.
I'm fucking shitposting in the comments. And like making posts of like, holy shit! I'm finding actual points, and these people like they keep on getting like fired, like he's not Captain America, not my Captain America,
not my Captain America.
Then I'm like, fuck, this is kind of like he's the Captain America,
not my president
that America really deserves.
John Walker is literally
he is a trained killer.
Yeah,
he's doing his job.
The U.S. agent, dude. Yes. I just want them to... By the way, the trailer for the next episode revealed that he's going to be wearing his just classic suit. It's not going to be some, like... They let him keep the suit, I guess.
Did you see the shield he made?
The shield that he makes in that looks nothing like what he has in the next episode. Yeah, I saw that. That it just out of nowhere just has all these, like, different things to it that... The one that we see at the end of this does.
Yeah, he's like welding together, then just painting it.
What is he using? Why don't they tell us? It's fucking aluminum for all I care.
Yeah.
He's just using aluminum.
Yeah.
Cool. Bang, you're dead. I wish they would have fucking like just. Why not have the Integra lady give him the new shield? Made out of adamantium.
Oh shit. She approaches him with a shield already made.
That's what I thought it was going to be. I was like,
what is Dr. Doom made of? What's his helmet?
I think his is like a Latverian metal, but it's also like as strong as like adamantium and vibranium.
That'd be cool.
I mean, fuck, dude, this is like the perfect way to segue slowly into mutants. Like, we're in fucking Latveria. Have them give him an adamantium shield because you have the fucking rights to these characters. Use them, you dumb shits.
It's so funny that they didn't go with the multiverse thing right away. But I feel like they don't know what to do.
The multiverse story is so stupid, it works.
Right.
I fucking hated when I heard that in Spider-Man.
Well, it's so crazy that it's just going to pull it all into one, but like... Were they afraid to pull the gun entirely on that? You know,
who knows? Who knows?
They're like aiming at like, all right, which route are we going to take?
They're bringing back Doc Ock, Joe. You know that, right?
Yes, I've been talking to Melina.
John Watts said no one in this universe really dies, which means there are no stakes to anyone. It ruins things when you say no one really dies.
I haven't listened to what John Watts has been speaking, but
because John Watts is a fucking idiot.
I feel like John Watts has the same what do you call it?
Mentality?
No, I'm talking about auteurism as the guy that does the Ant-Man movies.
Oh, shoot. Not Edgar Wright. He made the script for the first movie, didn't he?
Yeah, then they said, oh, we're not going to go with your script, but then they ended up taking almost every aspect of it and going with it.
Right.
Imagine if he just put his style on it and got his final script instead of just taking every concept.
Scott Pilgrim is proof that Edgar Wright can make the perfect superhero movie. By the way, that's getting a re-release too with it's getting colors are getting more vibrant for certain parts of it.
A 4K?
Yeah, they're getting a 4K release of it, and it's going to be in theaters, too.
Oh, okay.
So I want to go see that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, John Walker is very wrongly taken the shield away from him. By the way, they break his arm.
Yeah.
And he rips off Falcon's fucking wings, which is the greatest part of this episode, may I add, is that scene where it's just him just fucking tears him off, dude. That is just so, like, great. And by the way, as I was thinking, they are making Torres the new Falcon by giving him the wings right away.
I don't like that guy.
Well, I think in the comics, he's, like, secretly a bad guy.
Okay, well,
I think it's like he's gonna have the John Walker thing where power goes to his head.
The moment I saw that dude, I was like, I don't like this guy at all. I don't trust him.
If I'm being honest, I thought he was white and like a secret racist.
I was like, who the fuck is
when
this
I first
guy?
saw it, I'm like, okay, that's what it's gonna be. Then I'm like, oh no, he's just the audience favorite character for like the first couple episodes.
Do we ever get to see the guy that's a flag smasher with the mask that got in a fight at the beginning? That hurt him?
that's the Asian guy that's always with Carly.
Oh, okay. I thought it was someone unseen.
No, that was him.
Oh.
They're not very subtle. They just like, they wear the same clothes they wear as Flag Smashers, by the way, so I don't know how they're not getting found faster. I really thought they were building him
up as a main baddie. Like,
also, why is Carly sitting in the middle of the fucking like Central Park forest?
Because they're filming in Practical Jokers. Sorry, that's all I watch now.
Dude, I keep watching their clips because they're fucking like their new ones are still good too.
I'm going through every episode in order and burning through them.
Are you gonna have like a tier list when you're done? Like,
I was going to go through the process of going through every episode and logging who has the most wins and who has the most losses.
You have a fucking what's the sheet?
A spreadsheet?
Yeah, you have a spreadsheet.
I was going to do that. I had a whole conversation about this until they were like, all right, well, go ahead and do it. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's kind of like a lot of things. It's like
Jeff Goldblum, like,
yeah.
But I'm excited for the finale. I hope that's going to be better than this episode. Because, I mean, he went and visited Lamar's family, and, like, even his reactions then were so not what it was, like, the past episodes.
Yeah.
It was so, like, new, like, he's the bad guy. It's like, well, yeah, he's been I Am Captain America, but that wasn't his fucking, like, idea. The idea was that
the guy he killed was not innocent, and he should not feel bad
for it. You even pointed out that the guy, like, held him down so he could get stabbed to death. Earlier on in the episode, agreed to kill Captain America. In the
same fight, moments before Carly kicks that and kills Battlestar, that guy is holding him back.
Why is... I know the actual reason why he wasn't wearing a mask, but why the fuck isn't he wearing a mask? Why not just have John rip his mask off, like, after that?
I don't know.
Why not do that?
That guy's a piece of shit, and he deserves to die. They're terrorists.
Oh yeah, they
are fucking terrorists, and he is being over the top with it, the killing.
Right.
It's still fucking justified. He is like a military operative working on an active operation overseas. It's basically like a Navy SEAL or a fucking CIA spy on a mission, killing people. And yes, he fucked up by making it all public. But if he killed that dude in the warehouse, no one would be fucking complaining.
I always talk about this. Because we did talk about it. Falcon did kill people in much worse ways.
Yes. So did Captain America.
They fucking, again, they do the same stupid artsy, like, fucking cinematography for this episode that they did last episode when the guy was dying.
Yeah.
Like, the close-up on his hand, his blood splattered it. And this one, it's when fucking... By the way, we haven't even talked about Zemo.
They did him.
I told you they were only going to use that mask once.
Yeah.
That it's just fanfare. And it's not even the mask they used in the ads.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the shots of him with the gun and the bullets dropping, but...
I liked it in the trailer that we got for the Super Bowl because of the way it was edited.
Well, it kind of ruined it. Once that moment came, I was like, oh, great.
Yeah, no, I knew he wasn't going to fucking kill Zemo.
I know, but I was like, I know the bullet's going to drop and it's going to look cool. I really wish he would have been more of a character at the end to become like Hannibal Lecter at the end of Silence of the Lambs when he's on the phone.
You realize they finished his character, right?
Hmm?
They finished his character.
Yeah, he's done.
There's literally nothing left for him to do.
So he's gonna be in a prison in Wakanda now?
No, he's gonna be on the raft. Joe, you remember the raft from Civil War where they were holding all the heroes? That's where they're putting him.
Oh.
They literally the I forget what the Black Panther like guards are, but They literally say, we'll take him to the raft. And I'm like, why are you taking him to the raft? He's a Wakandan, like, fugitive.
Yeah.
Put him in Wakanda so we can get him in more stuff.
It's so they can do a super soldier fucking breakout, like, with Stallone and Arnold.
King Shark? That's the secret voice of King Shark. It wasn't Taika Waititi or the guy. It was Stallone. Taika's going to be Starro, by the way. Probably.
So I keep hearing references to White Wolf and the idea that Wakanda took advantage of Bucky as well.
Right, we're not getting that. That they literally just destroyed all trust that guy had built up with them. Like, by having that fucking implication that they can just turn his arm off like that.
Well, they keep on saying White Wolf and, like, they keep on implying, yes, we used you just like Zemo did as well. But for our own good purposes on these secret missions, which we did see in Black Panther. And Black Panther was also going to kill Kroll in front of a bunch of people, and they had their phones out when they said, no, the world is watching.
That is a good point that Black Panther was about to do the same thing.
He was about to do the same thing.
To fucking...
He was going to murder him in the streets.
Instead,
and they
had him murdered in a airplane graveyard?
Graveyard, yeah.
What the fuck?
That was a really cheap shoot where they filmed
Sorry, Andy Serkis, we really can't 3? Have... Wait, really?
Yeah. It's just... Those boneyards over in California out in the desert.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Yeah,
okay.
They're really easy places
to shoot. I think it was Transformers 2.
Transformers 2. It's one of them.
Yeah, that's the one where they find Jetfire.
Okay, that's where they go to
By the way,
pyramids.
Fuck Transformers for making Jetfire some lame-ass character when in the cartoon.
He
was the baddest motherfucker there was.
They should have only made one Transformers and had us fucking wanting more and never getting it.
But Michael Bay, Joe.
I know that he needed to make billions, but honestly, like, if they never made another one, we would have been so excited for them.
We're not going to get another Bumblebee type movie again, by the way.
If we got Transformers, then we got Bumblebee, like, years later. Oh, we would have been like, oh my god. We would have been like, the implication of what we could have gotten.
I love that everyone's in agreement that with the new Transformers movies, it breaks the timeline. Because it says that they existed, like, during World War II, like Bumblebee did. But then it's also like, but we saw Bumblebee appear on Earth in the first movie.
Yeah.
For the first time. And it's like, what's your timeline? When does and doesn't happen?
The problem with those movies is they had a whole writers team, like a TV show, coming up with the ideas. And they are all mixed up.
It's... We're never going to get another Bumblebee, which is sad. Because that was a great movie. But speaking of that actress, I think they finished filming Hawkeye.
Hawkeye?
Yeah, the Hawkeye TV show.
Oh, okay.
And she's going to be playing Kate Bishop, the new young Hawkeye. And I am 100% sure that Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye is never going to be Ronin again. So, hey-oh, yet again, another time they used the character for 5 seconds, never again.
Yeah.
What a great identity for Hawkeye, to be Ronin, and then them just abandon that.
I feel like they were too stuck on the thought of
Hawkeye murdered all those Yakuza members.
Oh yeah, I have a meme of that as well. I don't think I sent you.
Which is the baddest, like, awesomest fucking scene in all of Marvel still. And I'm like, this proves that the Russos can actually make something good.
Well, it would have been cool to have fucking Hawkeye in what's it called? That one city that they went to in the 4th episode.
Oh, the Assassin City?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I think this was during the time that Jeremy Renner put a gun in his mouth. And then threatened to kill his wife as well, I think.
Well, she was also doing a lot of negative things, making him look bad. I'm not going to come to defense of him.
Right, we're not like...
I'm not defending him, but at the same time, we're...
These events did happen.
After they were separated, she was so upset with him that he was dating, and when his daughter wasn't even around... like he didn't have her for the weekend or whatever. He was on a date with a woman and brought her to the house, and his ex-wife or whatever, or before they got divorced, when they were separated, she like made it sound like he's doing horrible things. Yes.
I think this was during that time, is what I was saying.
Okay. Yes, I do go over to his Tahoe house sometimes.
Do you also follow his or have you downloaded his Jeremy Renner app?
Yes. What is that?
Jeremy Renner, he has his own app.
Oh, the social media? No.
Yeah, the Jeremy Renner app, Joe.
I was making it up.
You know,
what?
It's like Kevin James's app.
Or the Mr. Pillow guy has his new app called Frank.
Mr. Pillow, no.
Yeah. Cue the music.
Hi, I'm my pillow guy.
I was gonna,
you want to hear me pull a Papa John's?
Wrong album. I meant to play the Polo Jeremy Renner music. Is it okay if I play some of that?
Yeah. Here I'll just edit it out with monster can popping noises.
I'm just gonna go look him up on Spotify.
I don't think all of his music's bad. I've heard some of it. It's all right.
Well, he was good when he had the.
It was really overused when they did all those Jeep commercials.
Yes, I was gonna say that was his high point.
Which came out of nowhere, by the way. Just all the Jeep commercials as Infinity War was coming out and stuff. It's like, whoa.
Then with the Super Bowl that just passed, they had Bruce Springsteen do his Jeep commercial, but then have that disappear entirely, deleted everywhere from Jeep. Doesn't even acknowledge it. Wonder why. You know why? Far-right movement was pushing hard against him because he's a lefty, I guess.
Bruce Springsteen.
But then they brought up that he had a DWI last year.
DWI?
Driving while intoxicated.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was waiting for you to pull up the songs.
Oh, okay. I had them, but I was like, I don't know if I want to play it.
We don't have to. We can just continue. It sounds like The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Is he auto-tuned?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There's the money music. That is the audio term of money shot for the Jeep commercial.
So his music career goes from 2018 to 2020.
That's not bad. Yeah, 2 years out of it.
For now. I didn't realize how much he loves to sing. Like he didn't want to sing that much and be
I heard him do the piano bit for like Jimmy Kimmel or something. Well, as Hawkeye, and I was like, oh, okay, you can sing.
Right. Then it's kind of like watching, what's his face? Sam Rockwell dance in all his movies. Then realizing he can really, really dance. Then he does that whole Fosse Verdon show on FX.
I was going to say, he did the one show about dancing.
Yeah, after all these years, like, that's the pinnacle it builds up to. I'm like, okay.
I've never seen that show, but still most infamous Sam Rockwell thing I can think of is the shot in every commercial for it, where it's him slamming the door and then, like, leaning against a car, just doing the with his arms and everything.
It's just acting. You're there just to see the, like, all right, Michelle Williams and Sam Rockwell. Like, I want to see that. Let's get it. Compared to fucking Sam's acting, like, I like him. Like,
I don't give a shit about the kids.
Right.
The nephews.
Then the whole, like, Bucky hitting on his sister and shit. Like,
that felt weird.
She's a grown-ass woman, and he is...
Bucky, you're over 100 years old.
Well, she can fucking flirt with him all he wants. Why are you so weirdly protective over your family? Like, you got some kind of incest thing like Tony Montana?
I didn't think that's what it was, Joe. I didn't think that's what it was at all.
He was acting like the surrogate father to those kids, though.
Yeah. He does kind of act like a dad to them, but it's also like...
And Bucky was kind of acting like what do you call it? The
estranged family member who shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah, like the
weird uncle.
The family that's at a house and they're like all settled in. Then, oh yeah, your uncle, he needs a place to stay for the weekend, or turns into a month. Kind of a comedy. The Owen Wilson movie. What's it called?
Starsky and Hutch?
No.
Oh, The Internship.
No, I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold on.
Oh, the new Hulu one?
I'm not watching that.
I don't think anyone is.
Why is
the actress from that? I always forget her name.
Salma Hayek is getting a lot of work in the
Hitman's
past
Bodyguard
few years.
2.
Yeah.
That's a thing for some reason.
I didn't like the first one.
I thought the first one was alright, action-wise.
I thought the humor was so stupid.
The humor was weird. I
didn't care.
I think the joke that I liked the most was when he's sitting at the bar just like yelling and complaining about Samuel L. Jackson while everything's being destroyed in the background. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And I just thought the action was good. But that's all. And I was like, this is good. We do not need to do more for this. And then they made a sequel that completely ignores the girl that was Ryan Reynolds' girlfriend and everything, his whole motivation of the movie.
The humor was so self-aware it wasn't funny to me. Because, like, that's right, you're getting Samuel Jackson doing his shtick.
Right.
You motherfucker. You shit like that.
Oh, he's going full into it.
Full
it's
in.
Great.
And,
yeah.
But then you're going to get Ryan Reynolds doing the same exact fucking thing with his character. Oh, yeah. You're going to get the classic Ryan Reynolds playing every fucking joke into the camera as like it's an ad or something. It's so
Okay, but the scene where he's like, "Give me the gun," as he's like strangling the guy.
I watched it once at home and I hated it. I watched it on Saturday.
You didn't like the fact that it was a one-shot type of fight scene?
I don't care about those.
I think that's interesting when people do that and they can like edit it together nicely, like Kingsman stuff.
Well, yeah,
I think it's interesting.
Those are interesting, but they're like, yes, we're doing a oneer.
They're really
and they want you to know it.
They're really overdone.
They really push it into your head. I feel like someone's grabbing you by the back of your head, grabbing your hair, and pushing your face into the LCD monitor, and they're like, "Look, it's a one shot," and then you're like, "No, it's not." See that? That's a cut.
That's my favorite thing is when I'm like,
you did a cut right there.
Cut.
You did a cut. It's like watching Birdman, amazing movie, and there's cuts. They'll let you know they're there. They let you know.
Where's the cut, Joe?
When they go through doorways.
CW has done that with like their superhero shows for their action scenes. All of a sudden, like they transitioned for like 2 years straight that they were doing only one-shot fights all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is really weird. This is like out of nowhere. The action's cool, but it's like, you guys had your place.
I like one-shot fights when for like a big action movement,
right,
where you pull back and you get a wide shot, like the early Jackie Chan.
I like
movies.
when the cameras are being used with the fight.
Yeah, like you get some like martial arts movies.
God, that one shot fight where the guy's going up the fucking building and he's throwing
Rush Hour.
people. No, not Rush Hour. Where I think it is a Chinese movie, or maybe it's Japanese, but it's where he's going up the tower and everything. And he's fighting people, like throwing them off for these stunts and everything. And they have to like continuously, as the camera like pulls back and he's throwing something off, they gotta pull out all the mats and stuff. And it's like, it's the perfect action scene. It's all one shot, like genuinely one shot. It's like 7 minutes long of them going up this big tower, doing all this stuff.
Well, Corridor Digital has really like opened my eyes up to a lot of like action scenes.
They talked about it in one of their episodes.
Yeah.
It's, dude, Corridor Digital has opened our eyes to like how good stunts are.
I'm waiting for them to call out this show for like
I've been waiting. We talked about it. I've been waiting for them to talk about it, not just because they copied their like, this is R-rated Marvel.
I know how long it takes for them to record some episodes, though. So it might
sometimes they're faster. Like
it might take
Sonic
for the end of the
episode
series. Well, I think they're waiting for the series to end to talk about it all.
So they can get like the footage and everything.
That way they get all the stunts there for the whole show.
This last episode was probably going to have the biggest stunts for it and everything.
Yeah.
They'll probably do a CGI one for WandaVision soon.
That'd be interesting, but I feel like they're just going to knock it. You know, like, some of the CGI is cool, but, like...
I'm going to be honest, in the first episode I saw... like, I know it was supposed to be obvious, but, like, I did see the weird transition where they just had his, like... Because they didn't put the prosthetics on his head.
Yeah.
They just, like...
Yeah.
Colored his head blue, and you could see when he was shaking his head, just for a second there, it was, like, completely, like, shaved and, like, blue. Mm-hmm. And then, like, the stuff appeared on his head.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I can see what you're doing. I see your lies.
You mean Dupree.
Dupois?
the Owen Wilson movie I was referring to.
No, okay.
As Bucky would be like the Dupree.
The Dupree.
I didn't really like the whole playing catch with the shield.
I wanted to talk about that so much because in that scene, Sam is very good at catching the shield, and they're throwing it so casually.
Well, he's not a super soldier either.
Right. How the fuck can Sam do this so well? Like, it makes sense.
Sam is a secret super soldier.
I would love if they revealed that Sam was like a secret super soldier.
They don't want anyone to know.
But they're throwing it so casually, and it's just so weird that it's like so just smoothly done. And then the very next scene is Sam like struggling to even catch it, like with the simplest throw.
Yeah.
And I was wrong that was going to be the final shot of like the
I was
series.
Hoping that shot
that would have been great.
I was hoping that shot wasn't going to even be in the show because they showed it so prominently in ads. You know, I was like,
sorry, I think the Super Bowl ad was probably their like best ad Marvel's ever had.
Yeah, well,
like the 30-second Super Bowl ad and everything.
I was hoping there'd be a secret to the shield that Captain America gave to him. You know, all those little openings.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be like kind of like a weapon or something.
The shield changes so much from movie to movie, dude.
Well, the one that Captain America gave him at the end of that one, it was different than the rest of them, but it had like these little cuts, like in
right.
And I was like, well, those are openings, obviously. Don't you see? You put a screwdriver in and you pop that out.
Classic, of course.
Yeah, look at any mechanical engineering of devices where you find an opening. Like, okay, well, like. Take this off, like, okay, open that up. Oh, look, there's...
John Walker's neck shield will have something like that, where it's got, like, a bunch of lines that intersect in the middle of it. But then also, I think that's just, like, a stylistic choice.
I think he's just copying to show that he's like, I like the look of that, so I'm going to go with this.
His arm is healed, I guess.
Yeah, he's a super soldier.
Yeah, but, like, you know, don't show us him pulling off the cast, maybe?
Remember with Tim Roth?
They broke his fucking arm, by the way.
Tim Roth got his whole body crushed.
Right, but that's also like the greatest fucking scene
ever. Okay, I love that scene. That scene made the movie for me.
The goddamn confidence you have to walk up to the Hulk after blasting with your 1911, just going, "That all you have," and then get fucking bodied.
Well, that scene alone made me want to watch the movie like 2 or 3 times in theaters after that.
I love just seeing him fight Hulk as a human, as he's just fucking super sprinting, jumps onto the... By the way, that means they perfected the serum.
Yeah.
That is the perfected serum, and Roth has it.
But the problem was he took it more on his own.
Right.
Is that all he got?
But does Roth know that he took more on his own?
I don't know.
Does Roth think that Ross, sorry.
Yeah.
We're talking about Tim Roth.
Roth.
Roth took more on his own. But does Ross know that he took more, or does he think that serum was like is tainted and flawed, and that he didn't realize he had the perfect super soldier serum in his hands?
Maybe we'll learn. I don't know.
It's like such a thing that nobody will ever think of.
Yeah,
but like that means it was perfected.
Yeah, I really think that movie is really underappreciated when it comes to the Marvel movies. Just from the implications alone from General Ross has over the whole Marvel, like, what are they called?
Like the board of like Shield or something.
Yeah, what's the team that he's gonna make?
The
Defenders.
The Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolt
AKA
Ross.
The Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
Which, dude, fucking Norman Osborn as Iron Patriot, Ares, the fucking brother of Thor. He's like Thor and Loki's brother technically. Fucking Venom pretending to be Spider-Man, Bullseye as Hawkeye, just them all like. Wolverine's son pretending to be Wolverine. It's like such a good like group, and it's like it's the perfect combination. We'll never get it exactly, but we're close. And Taskmaster is part of it too.
They're gonna have Red Hulk, right?
Red Hulk or Abomination. Because technically, isn't he coming back for the She-Hulk TV show?
Ross?
No, yeah, Roth. Tim Roth.
Tim Roth?
I think he is.
Tim Roth is dead.
Tim Roth's dead?
His character.
Oh, no, not his character. His character's
What about General Ross?
Ross, I think he's coming to the show, too.
Okay, I don't know about Tim Roth.
I'm sorry. When you said Tim Roth is dead, I thought you meant, like, the actor. I was like, no fucking way he is.
I needed to throw you off in order to find the truth of what we were talking about.
Yeah, for the She-Hulk TV show that they're making. I don't think it has gone into production yet, but I think Tim Roth is slated to be in it.
Okay.
Along with Mark Ruffalo, maybe.
Oh, another thing I was trying to figure out when they're doing the whole Impractical Joker scene in the park where she pulls out the phone and clicks that device and everyone just turns into a zombie. Is that what happened?
No, those are just all followers of the movement.
Gotcha. Okay.
Those are all normal people. We call them normies.
So what they were is what do they call them?
Followers of terrorism.
Flash mobs.
Yeah, it was technically a flash mob, but I think it was all planned.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what was going on there. It's basically
they sort of show
Glass
that one of
at the end of Glass.
Yeah, it's like the end of Glass. They sort of show that one of the people in the mob is part of the Secret Service group for the UN at the end of the episode.
Yes. Where
they have him walking by and he like looks at one of the guys. You could kind of see that he was in the group.
Yeah, I noticed him in particular. I was just wondering maybe they just like
By the way, the fucking U.S. congressman or whatever the guy is that like took the shield away but also gave it to him at the beginning. He's so back and forth about what his fucking ideals are.
Yeah, it's very... So they're leaving it up to a big battle ending, which
I can't wait.
I'm kind of excited for.
I kind of hope it's like Daredevil season 3, where it's like fucking Bullseye versus Kingpin versus Daredevil, and all of them fighting each other. Where it's going to be Bucky, Falcon, John Walker, and the Peacemakers all fighting each other.
Yeah, so they got
the Flag Smashers.
Bucky on record, well, the actor, saying he hopes his character has a good death to finish his character with some finality.
He also said that he can't wait for them. He wants them to do season 2, and he'd love the return.
Well, right, which makes me think he's not going to die, and they're never going to let him die.
No, it is like Spider-Man, how fucking Robert Downey Jr. said that he doesn't want Tom Holland to do this for the rest of his life. He wants him to like have a heart out for one of these.
Yeah.
Because like this has been like 15 years of like him doing Iron Man or something.
There's something about Tom Holland's film career that I'm so unappealed to. Every movie is just like...
I don't think he's a bad actor, but I think he's given bad roles.
He doesn't know how to act in these movies. And he hasn't corrected his new acting. His styles and methods are not the ones we've seen.
I still can't get over the fucking chaos walking acting method of show off your muscles.
Well, he has... I can't think of the names of the people that he has surrounding them. Like publicists and like people that like his team... have told him that you need to do these things in order to get like certain demographics. They were like, all right, well, let's get a lot of you shirtless, and show off your muscles and have your sleeves up. And I see him doing that in the movie. And I'm like, it's obvious. Like, this is the publicist telling him, like, okay.
Right.
It's so stupid. And for his new one, Uncharted. They finished filming that.
Yeah, I'm excited for what it will be. I'm not sure how I feel about Mark Wahlberg because he's Mark Wahlberg, but...
He's doing Tom Holland's doing a Mark Wahlberg impression during the whole movie, I hear.
Is he really?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, early Mark Wahlberg. Early 2000s Mark.
That's not what Nathan Drake is like, though. That's not what the
I haven't seen any footage. I just know what I've told.
This is the thing. Henry Cavill for The Witcher. He is a big fan of it, which is why it's good. Second season's coming out soon. Okay. I think they just finished filming, and he's a big fan. So he knew how the character was supposed to be played and stuff. He'd loved it for years.
Well, he's a gamer.
He's a gamer, dude. He's a fucking gamer.
Yeah, he's an incel, is what he is.
Have you seen his gaming stream where he built the PC and then he realized he built it upside down and he panicked? But also there was the part where he was doing work behind it and he realized that it looked like he was doing something with himself.
No.
It was so great. He paused, looked at the camera and just went, oh, no, it's not. He's no. He lifted up the screwdriver show. He's funny without a script and everything. It's not like how actors get weird when they don't have a script and everything. Like fucking Vin Diesel.
So, speaking of Vin Diesel, we're just going to go straight into it.
Yeah, let's go straight into Fast 9.
What was that thing about him having a shrine?
a Dom shrine, which is his character in Fast and Furious.
He sits or kneels down into a shrine of himself?
A shrine of himself.
Oh, God.
And he believed that John Cena walked in to play his brother and that Paul Walker's ghost had sent him. So...
I just don't understand the situation. How did John Cena just walk into the room?
I think they were casting people for the movie, and they were like, who could be his brother? And he's like, it's clearly John Cena. And his mom is going to be in the movie. the character's mom, but then it also like they're
Helen
British.
Mirren.
She's British and like rich British, so it means that Dom didn't come from an underprivileged life, which is what the whole character identity was.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense.
His whole character is when his dad died or whatever in a car crash as like a car mechanic, and the guy that killed him or something, he like killed him with a fucking nine like a 9-iron,
like a socket wrench,
something like that.
Yeah, it was like a not a crowbar, but like the tire iron.
A tire iron, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, why is his mom Helen Mirren?
I just don't understand. I haven't seen any of the.
Why is his brother John Cena? Why did they never talk about him? By the way, Dom's sister exists.
Yeah, so we're gonna get. Oh, that's right. She never brought it up. She never had a conversation with anyone.
She didn't tell Paul Walker's Brian about it.
She's not surprised. How come the other?
Why don't we ever get any character development for her anymore?
Because Paul Walker's dead.
But she's in the movies still. If they're gonna continue using her in the movies.
Yeah,
she's in this one.
Wait, why didn't she just go away with Paul?
Why are one of the characters a hacker but not a driver? If the whole point is that they're all drivers.
I don't know.
Why are they going to space?
I hear Universal executives and Fast and Furious people, like the writers and everything, producers, they're trying to get a crossover with another franchise. And you know what that franchise
Jurassic Park?
Jurassic
Park. I know.
Yeah. They're trying to find a way.
How the fuck do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? They're throwing cars around because of super magnets.
It's like when they tried doing crossovers franchises with what was it?
Transformers. I don't know.
All right. Well, fuck. There was a whole like Sony leak that revealed that they wanted to do a crossover with a few different projects.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Wait, really?
G.I. Joe.
I was joking.
Okay, yeah. Well, G.I. Joe and what? Transformers.
It wasn't really G.I. Joe and By the way, G.I. Joe and Transformers do take place in the same universe. That is that is comic and like
I think
all other media confirmed.
Too. There's another series.
That's like an old thing that's always been confirmed.
I'm trying to do. Is it Ninja Turtles? It was something.
Fuck, dude. They treated the actors who played the Ninja Turtles like shit in the new movies. Have you ever heard about that? Like the treatment that they got like on set, like they were just secondary like people. Like how when everyone else was shipped off, they were always left on their own and had to take care of themselves.
No.
Dude, they treated them like shit, and that really sucks. Like, not even the stunt performers, the actors who played the characters.
Sony wanted to do a crossover between 21 Jump Street and Men in Black. That's what it was.
Fucking what?
That's what it was.
You couldn't be further apart. For what?
And this is where you put in the Dumb and Dumber scene.
No, I'm just gonna use not Rich, but the guy from Red Letter Media who's always drunk.
So
where it's just his face just fucking being warped because
this is where you insert Dumb and Dumber where he comes back in the moped. So you sold our van and you bought a moped and you totally redeemed yourself. That would have been pretty cool. Men in Black crossover, it would have been better.
Doesn't make any sense.
Would have been better than the one we got.
Oh, International?
Yeah,
no, Joe, that's a goddamn dime of a movie.
Well,
that's goddamn mint right there.
Who was the actress? What was her name? Well, she's
Tessa
Thompson.
Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, she was a really good actress in the
movies. She's a good actress.
But in that movie, they gave her no motivation. She's a passive protagonist.
This is the thing. She got her thing in Thor.
Yeah.
And skyrocketed, and then immediately did Men in Black, because she likes working with Chris Hemsworth.
But it's a bad script.
It's a bad script.
There's a
bad movie.
There's a point in the movie where they're at a campfire, where the actors realize that they're going nowhere, and this is a bad movie, and you see it.
By the way, she shows up in Endgame, and then does nothing else. They don't ask her to help out with anything.
I don't know.
She just shows up and then appears at the end fight, like for a couple of shots.
Who cares?
I just don't understand these choices.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Jim, is there a trailer we gotta watch?
There is a Army of the Dead trailer, a new one that came out.
Interesting.
So we're gonna pause the podcast and we'll be right back, everyone.
Or we could just cut past it. That way.
All right, Joe. Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, that podcast.
Yeah, Army of the Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I'm interested. I think I've got it figured out how the plot's gonna go.
Don't tell me.
Well, no, I already told you as we were watching it what I think it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Like halfway mark, they're gonna get the money. Everything's gonna go super smoothly.
Yeah.
Then the moment they step outside, they're gonna encounter the super zombies and everything.
I feel like they're gonna encounter them before.
Earlier on, I think a lot of them are going to die. It's going to be a real Suicide Squad situation. Is that a lot of them are going to die right away? It's going to be the guy with the gold AK who vapes. It's going to be the Chris D'Elia replacement. I don't know her name.
Tig Notaro.
I think she's going to die.
She's funny.
I think not Johnny Knoxville guy is going to die.
I really wish they got Ty Burrell from Modern Family and Dawn of the Dead to reprise his role in a zombie movie by Zack Snyder.
But doesn't his zombie die?
Yeah, but like if he was to play another character,
or what if his zombie had like mutated to the point that it can still be alive after getting shot in the head?
Yeah,
the new form where you literally have to destroy everything.
But that wasn't in Las Vegas.
That is true.
They do have all the zombies.
But this is connected to that movie, right? These are the same universe?
I don't think they're the same
universe. Okay. But in this one, they have cornered all the zombies into Las Vegas, which they've talked about, and people are like, why the fuck is there an economy? It's like, well, this is the world coming back to normal.
It's basically a John Carpenter movie where they have a whole city contained.
Right. It's Batman Arkham City. All the villains live on an island.
And you have these Ghost of Mars type characters.
Oh my god, you can think of this as a better version of Ghost of Mars.
They look like Ghost of Mars almost.
Look, there we go.
And it kind of reminded me of Escape from LA in New York, you know? And Escape from LA has become reality, Jim.
Escape from LA.
Jim, have you been down to Venice Beach lately?
This is Escape from LV, Joe.
Yes. And yes, Jim, I recently watched a movie.
Oh, what movie did you watch?
A Liam Neeson movie.
The Marksman by any chance? Or
no.
Would it happen to be An Honest Thief?
Honest Thief.
Tell me about Honest Thief, Joe.
It was terrible.
Why,
it was so bad.
What could possibly make it terrible, Joe?
It was a soft, spineless knockoff of a Michael Mann movie called Thief, where in fact they at the closing credits they copied the same font.
They used the same font
as Thief, and I hate it. The whole opening sequence was mirroring the opening of Thief.
You told me how the characters' motivations make no sense.
There's no motivation that makes any sense. I want to do a whole deep dive podcast and watch this with you.
This will be one of our special episodes where we only, with last time, we purely focus on one topic.
Yes.
We may diverge off, but we are one topic on this.
We're going to do a podcast on that. And Jeffrey Donovan and his last episode is the only redeeming factor in the entire movie.
Oh, that's all?
That's it. There's nothing.
You don't want to talk too much about it.
I don't want to talk too much about it. But Liam Neeson in that movie, no motivation that makes any sense. The lady from...
steals all the money but spends none of it, right?
Yeah.
Which... Why even do it?
Because
I do it for the thrill.
He's getting revenge for his father, who's CEO of the business, stole all his money, and then he put it in this bank. So I went to that bank. And I took the exact amount that my father lost, and I kept it. I didn't spend it, not a dime.
But then he also kept stealing
I kept on stealing from more banks, because I liked it. I got a thrill, but I never spent any of the money. I've been living off my military retirement. That's it.
Oh, you're a military member?
Yes, I'm an ex-Marine.
What's with the accent? That's just what I love to do with these movies. Where we're like,
yes,
this person's a military member. Okay?
Yeah, we gotta watch that.
For what nation?
I'm getting kind of tired, Jim.
Yeah, I think it's time we move into our next subject, Joe.
What?
Fade into the Discord. Okay, I'm ending it there. Hey guys, so this is the second part of the podcast, and I've been waiting forever for Joe to get here, but it's really weird. Like I said, I've been waiting, but he's just not replying. I've sent him texts. I've been waiting in this call forever. But he sent me a voicemail like a minute ago, and I haven't listened to it yet. I said, you know, like I'd cue it up so we could hear like what's taking him so long, and if it's like he can't make it, then we'll just go. So yeah, let's listen to this voicemail he sent me.
Hello, welcome to Friday Fazbear's Pizzeria. You have one missed call. Hello?
Jim, please. This is a voicemail. I'm going to leave you. I've seen things you wouldn't believe. I've seen Mortal Kombat. It finally, I found it online. Please, they're trying to hold me back from telling anyone about this.
Hey, he's over here!
Hey, stop it!
Over here!
No.
Celluloid!
No.
Celluloid!
No. No.
Get over there!
No. Die! No! Jim!
You're trying to tell the world about Mortal Kombat Annihilation!
Huh. So, from the sounds of it, it sounds like Joe's stuck in a mental asylum because he's been watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation on repeat, which is sort of my fault because I did tell Joe Mortal Kombat, the original 1995 version, was on HBO Max, but in fact I learned it was not, and it was just the Annihilation, which is the sequel. Which means we're going to have to talk about it by ourselves. So enjoy the rest of the time as I talk alone. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 1995 was an amazing movie to watch after playing the games forever, not knowing there was even a movie. It was literally something I'd never seen before. It was crazy, incredible, and it had all my favorite characters. Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, Jax was technically there. Johnny Cage, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Shang Tsung, Reptile, oh my god, Raiden. But it was insane. It was like one of the greatest movies as a kid to watch after playing those games for like forever, and it was just great. It was a really good, fun time to watch that. And, you know, before I continue, I was waiting for Joe, but because of the situation, I guess I'm going to have to... Ooh, I think that was a good one. But, Mortal Kombat 1995 is a weird movie. When you really think about it, and you like, think about the logistics of it, like how everything was done, and you think about the characters. This was right after Mortal Kombat 2 had come out, if I remember correctly. Insane, right? That the second game of the franchise is when the movie comes out? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then the third game comes out, and then Annihilation comes out, which was just a big fucking piece of shit disappointment. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy that this is what we'd got. It wasn't as bloody or anything because of PG-13 rating and stuff, but it was great. It felt so fun. Liu Kang was such an amazing, fun guy to watch. He was very fun. Johnny Cage was very dumb and just, obviously, like, the audience there get like, oh, no, this is real, right? Like, that type of thing. Sonya Blade just wanted to kill Kano. Speaking of Kano wasn't, I don't believe, initially was intended to be Australian, if I remember correctly. I think he was Asian, but then because of this performance, he was just solidified as Australian for the rest of the series because of how, like, but like how just inspiring this performance was, because how iconic this character was. And it wasn't a fun fact, the actor who plays Kano wasn't Australian. He was British and he did an Australian accent, and basically for the rest of his career he just pretended to be Australian because of it. Insane that this is what caused that this fake Australian accent is what caused the character to forever now be Australian. Amazing. Just absolutely amazing that that's what did it. And it's like, you know, Shang Tsung in this is what defined what the character would be like forever after it. It's such an iconic performance, too. It's just, your soul is mine. Flawless victory. It is great lines back to back. Fucking the bicycle kick. I accidentally call it the scissor kick, I think, in another episode we record. But the bicycle kick. Oh my god. It was amazing. I loved it. Loved it. I fucking loved it. It was great. But there was something odd. Who the fuck is Arlene? Arlene is this character who just shows up and Johnny Cage is like, "You're Arlene." And he's like, "Yeah, that's me, man." It's like, okay, cool. This isn't Jax, though, because Jax was the other police guy of Sonya that gets abandoned. So who the fuck is Arlene? What the fuck is Hintsikapi? But it's just such a weird, like, character that then we're supposed to feel bad for because Goro kills him. Goro, by the way, half animatronic, half, like, practical suit and everything. It's just incredible. I mean, I know there was limitations to it and everything, but it's so well done and it's great. Wow. Just truly something else. I'm only 5 minutes into this and I feel like I've already been talking for like 20, but it's truly a something else kind of movie. You know, when like you look at the plot and everything, some of the stuff was dumbed down for theatrical, like the story between Scorpion and Sub-Zero, which is the fact that Sub-Zero technically killed Scorpion's entire tribe and family, but in reality it wasn't Sub-Zero, it was somebody posing as him who I can't remember the name of. A sorcerer guy person who I think is in Annihilation and plays fucking Shao Kong's dad, I think is his name. Shao Kong, I think is his name. I can't remember. My brain's fried, but I'm not Joe who's watched it over and over who'd know. But Shao Kong's dad, I think, is the sorcerer who killed like all of Scorpion's family and stuff and then blamed it on Sub-Zero by pretending to be him. And technically that also happens in the new movie where if you really look at it, and I forgot to point this out, but I think that was the story because Sub-Zero, when you destroyed like his mask and everything, he didn't have the fucking scar going across his face that he would have gotten. I know Joe was like, it's been 500 something years probably. And I'm like, I know, but also a scar is a scar. It doesn't just disappear forever. It's forever like attached to your body in that sort of sense. And, you know, it's like they made a note that it happened, and then, like, in the next fight, he catches it that time instead of letting it hit him. But then there's no scar across his face in the area. It's just a little thing that I think maybe they did that intentionally, but moving on. We're talking about 1995 here, baby. We're talking about the classic, the good shit. That fucking song, dude. That was what killed it. Test your might. Do. Test your mind. Mortal Kombat. Do. That fucking song, dude. That resonates with you if you've ever seen that movie. It just gets you pumped, and the fucking action killed it. Not everyone was at the top of their game. Cameron Diaz was supposed to be Sonya Blade, and then they got Veronica Vaughn to be it. I know it's not the actress's name, but I don't have time to look it up right now because I'm on a fucking speed run here. I'm fucking topic, just boom, and everything. I'm fucking rapid fire here, baby. I get weird when I'm alone. But it was insane. As a kid watching this, it was like the most glorious fucking movie I've ever seen. It's still one of my favorite movies. I still say it's one of the best video game adaptations among Detective Pikachu, Sonic, and the new Mortal Kombat, which has such mixed reviews, which I love. But it's just such great, like, stuff that happens in these movies that you're never gonna get again. You know, that goddamn Liu Kang hair, that's just a giant fucking mullet. It's amazing. You know, it's the final fight between Shang Tsung and fucking Liu Kang. Oh my god, I'm forgetting all their names. But then, like, the reptile fight was amazing. The way that, like, reptile just morphed into being this creature after falling into a statue and everything. It was great. You know, I love that he's, like, this hidden character, technically, because that's also what he is in the games. You needed 2 flawless victories to get to him, if I remember correctly, on the Pitfall stage. God, I'm burping a lot, I'm sorry. But on the Pitfall stage, you got 2... I sound like I'm drunk. I swear to God, I'm not. I don't even drink, but you gotta get 2 flawless victories on the Pitfall stage to get to him, and it's just amazing that it's like also technically he's a hidden character in the movie. Oh god, it's awesome. It's just so awesome. Fucking God, the Sub-Zero fight. It's so stupid though. Just the guy just fucking throws his hands together. It's like in a fucking squat pose, just goes and just forms this fucking giant ice wall. It's like, what does that do though? How does that help you win? You gotta stay like that, and he stays like that, and he even gets impaled because of it. And it's fucking Scorpion with Ed Boon's voice just yelling, "Get over here! Welcome!" Like they're fucking friends. Like he just invited him to his home. Get down here. It's fucking hilarious. Just, I'm sorry, but the welcome gets me every time, where he's just, welcome. But the fight between him and Johnny Cage, I know a lot of people don't like it because it's like Sub-Zero, the coolest character, you get killed by Johnny Cage, the lamest. And it's like, oh, is Johnny Cage not lame though? Because he's got Shadow Kick, got Shadow Charge. Well, no, that's Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn has Shadow Charge. Johnny Cage has Shadow Kick though, and it's pretty fucking cool. And they showed it in the movie, and it's fucking dope. Because he fucking shadow kicks right into hell. And I don't know how he gets out of hell. That's like the big thing is, how does he get out of hell? Which is clearly where Scorpion sent him before he died. But then also technically he doesn't die because he's in Annihilation. And you know, it doesn't fucking make sense, but it's okay. It's all good. Jesus, I do sound drunk. I'm gonna stop it there though, because this episode is already pretty long on its own and everything. But my recommendation, because we didn't do it last time, and Joe's not here because he's locked up in a fucking asylum because he's gone crazy like I am. I've watched the new Mortal Kombat 3 times, and I'm probably gonna watch it a second time this weekend when I go to theaters to see it, and I'm gonna be losing my mind. Like, I've seen this movie 4 times. I can literally predict everything that's gonna happen because I know what's gonna happen. And Kano's still gonna be my favorite fucking character of the movie. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going crazy. But because Joe isn't here to fuck me over while I tell something and be like, oh, that's not interesting, Jim. It is interesting to me. The Magnus Archives is a fictional podcast that has recently finished its entire story of over like 100-something episodes. I'm going to scroll up to the very top and tell you how many episodes exactly. 200. Holy shit, 200. 5 seasons and 200 total episodes of 20 plus something minutes every episode, and it's all great content. I'm still getting through it. It's great. It is a Make Your Statement, Face Your Fear, a weekly horror fiction podcast examining what lurks in the archives of the Magnus Institute, an organization dedicated to researching the esoteric and weird. Join Jonathan Sims as he explores the archive, but be warned, as he looks into its depths, something starts to look back. Sorry, I'm reading their description of it. Great. It's a great show that I'm still getting through. I'm at like the halfway point of it. If I remember correctly, I'm at episode... Hold on, scrolling down. It's a very far scroll. Episode 100 is, I think, where I left. No, 101. Jesus Christ, I left off on 101. Show's finished. It's a great story from what I've gotten so far and everything, and I know about some stuff that's gotten spoiled for me because I saw that there were videos on YouTube about it. I'm like, oh, this seems interesting. I'm never going to watch this. I'm like, I'm going to watch this because it's so fucking interesting. It's a great story. It's a fictional podcast. It's one of those things that I would love to be able to make myself if I had the time and the resources, because my God, is this incredible. The sound work, the quality, and like whenever something happens in the episode and they have to react to it, like in one of the episodes they're getting attacked and everything, and they react to it, they're constantly having recorders, and that's what this, we're listening through the perspective of a recorder device that just so happens to turn on every time it's convenient for us, and they're being attacked. And it's just the microphone quality is like, you can tell that it's like an old microphone because it gets blown out very easily by this slight loud noise, which is why everyone's always very soft voiced when they're doing the the read-throughs of the statements and everything, the recreations of it, and it's just great. You really get struck into the story. One of the first couple episodes is about a figure that lurks through shadows, and you don't even see it. About a crazy guy living across the street, but it was one of the best stories. It's still one of my favorite, and there's a table with a hole in it. And it's like, that's not interesting. It's literally one of the most compelling things about the story. And we figure out what's in the hole, like, super later down the line. And it's just amazing. It's such good storytelling. And I think Jonathan Sims is also the writer and the name of the guy. I don't think intentionally, or initially, it was thought of to be this, like, long series. It was just going to be, like, him just doing this stuff. And it's going to be like, some background characters. But it's more than something great over 200 episodes. And I cannot recommend enough that if you love fictional horror, and if you have nothing else to listen to, you think you've gone through it all, you will love this. It is such a great listen to. You will feel like you are pulled right into that universe, that you are the one listening to these statements, to these tapes, that you are the archivist making these stories. If you want that, it is on Spotify. I believe it's also on Apple Podcasts and wherever else you can get podcasts. Once again, it is the Magnus Archives, and I cannot recommend it enough. So with that, thank you all for listening to this episode and to the second part that I'm sure you had to bear through because of my mad ramblings. If you love this stuff, on YouTube is a visual aid if you are listening to this audibly, where you have images to go along with what we're saying, as well as little caricatures of ourselves and our editor, Liam. Not editor, sorry, I'm the editor. Our narrator, Liam, who does not have a caricature yet, but soon will, per Joe's request and persistence of that topic. But he will. I will make him one. I just got to get the time to make it. And on Spotify, you will find, well, an audio version as well as on Apple Podcasts. But the difference is, on Apple Podcasts, you can leave a review. On YouTube as well, leave a like and a comment about what you liked from it and what you'd like us to watch for our next episode and stuff. For Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star or maybe not 5-star review and tell us what you think. Tell us what we should work on and stuff like that. And on Spotify, you can't leave reviews, but you can share it around. And I like Spotify just a little bit more than most other places listen to stuff. It's very easy to use and stuff, and I just love it. So share us around. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the podcast. And as always, because Joe can't say goodbye, I'll say it for him. Goodbye.